Well, we can start the Q&A session, and thank you very much for coming here. And I like to congratulate you first, because I watched these films from a screener, and when I watch it here again, it's a different feeling. And thank you so much. So, any question? Yes.
Excuse me? Okay. Hello, Director. As a 20 years old Taiwan student, in my understanding, I thought that this is a documentary based on a concert, inspired from the concert, and you record that all the preparation for the concert. So I would like to say it's a memorial or a recall for the memory of what happened 40 years ago. So I would like to ask about why you think we need to remember this. Because except for the Li Zongshen at the end that he said that it means something to the generation in his era, that it means something to them. But as a young student, and as you are still younger than these people, I want to know that why you think we need to memorize this. Do you think it still connect to nowadays? Do you think it still connect to nowadays, like these young people in Taiwan? Do you think we need to memorize it, or you just record it as a record for this concert? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Although the Mr. Li Zhongshen says it's not important to remember this, but I think these songs was still sang by many people in Taiwan, and still have a lot of impact to different generation. Although it is not a mainstream pop song right now, but I think pop song just like a kind of history of our country, and when you hear the song, you can record the generation 40 years ago, what is their youngest think, and what's the society or culture or air in the 40 years ago. You can feel that it's just like just like a bottle, and you put all the emotion in a bottle, and you throw in the sea, and someone will pick up and open the bottle, and all fresh, and you come back just like a time travel. So I think those songs, I believe some of this beautiful song will continue be seen in Taiwan or the Chinese territory. So I think it's quite important, or quite very precious things. We can keep some trail of the older people doing. Yeah.
Next question, please. No? Yes.
Hi, I'm Ilan, originally from Taiwan. I just arrived Thailand the second week. I don't have question. I just want to share that I'm very happy that I come today, and I also very appreciate the efforts from Director Ho that you document the story of part of the history of Taiwan, and you really bring about the history of Taiwan at different dimensions, different parts from different generation. And for the younger generation, I think very often that people forget to about what happened before. So I think it's very important to help us to memorize that is part of our history, and then you don't need to argue, but you can embrace the diversity of the country. And then also I feel very proud that the place where I'm from. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hi, I'm from the UK. I've been living in Bangkok for a while, and I don't know a huge amount about the history that you spoke of in the film. But what was interesting about the young student's point about why we need to remember these things, for me it seems, not knowing much about the history or not knowing much about the songs, it spoke to a much wider kind of theme of aging. And I think it is important to know and have aspects of feeling as a younger person how these older people might feel. My question is, did you set out for that to be one of the main themes of the film when you started, or was it more about the songs originally?
Yes, of course. The aging is the very important thing in this documentary, especially the Chinese title is 40 years. That is the Chinese title. Because in Taiwan now, every year, and there's a folk song concert still every year. Although it's not very much person, but there's a group. They love this song, and all the slogan the concert will use will say, "Let's go back to the young days, and let's go back to the pure young or beautiful young days." But for me, to make a documentary feature, I want to beyond this kind of slogan. And after 40 years, these songs, because they are so popular in our country, and so there's many signal or many slogan is add to these people. Many title is add in these songs and these people. So what I want to do is 40 years, after 40 years, I want to bring, take off all the title and take off all the signal in these people or this song, and then you just see the film, and you don't need to know the history, and you just feel the song and feel these people's their process from the young to the old. They face death or face sickness. That's every human being will face. So this film I want to express this kind of thing to all the audience, that the aging is beautiful thing. Yeah.
I'm not asking a question, but I just want to say something. I'm from mainland China, and I think I'm not too old. I'm 29, so I can say something for the younger generation. I can't represent all of the Chinese or the whole country, but I'm saying, even for our generation, as I know myself and many of my friends, we were actually so much influenced, and we really love those old songs. They're so beautiful. It's like every time when I heard the songs from Hu Defu, it's like I can't hold myself, and I was like start crying, and all the emotions came. It's his love for his land, for his people. Just remind me so much like how I think it's just like somebody said in the documentary. It doesn't really matter what political realm it is. We speak Chinese, and we share so much history. We cross each other, and so many things are in bond. And it's love for Zhonghua.
Thank you. Thank you for your beautiful sharing and really touch it. And I think this emotion is universal. And I think this is art. So art is come from your life. And so that's why I focus on these people after 40 years, and I shoot what I eat, what I take bus, or that's just daily life. I want to show a lot of the ordinary life in this film, because I believe the art is came from the true life. You just live every day, and you write a song or something, and you make some picture or painting, movie. You just express your feeling from the everyday life, and just you open your heart to feel the life and express it. So I think this what I want to express is the song is not just for a particular country or particular nation. I don't think so. I think it's a universal thing and from a human life. Thank
Two more. Anyone? This is your last chance. So, how long is the process of to make this documentary?
Yeah, so we took two years to shoot the film and editing.
When did you originally have the idea?
Originally, I do another TV documentary, I think 10 years ago, about Taiwanese pop song industry history in our public TV station. It's a documentary to introduce Taiwan's pop music industry. So when I make that documentary, I interview a lot of Taiwan's musicians, and I learned a lot of interesting history from them. So many years later, some of the songwriter or the producer, I already interviewed them many years ago, and they decided to give a concert for this folk song 40 years anniversary, and they want to make a documentary, and so they find me to do these things. But in the beginning, I was hesitate to do this documentary, because I think it kind of like I do the thing repeat. I already do it 10 years ago. Why I have to do it after all these years? So I think about maybe have years or 8 months something to think about it, to find the new point of view for shooting this documentary. So then I just think maybe I was to think this project too complicated. I want to come back to the basic, just music and people, and the people make music. Why? What is their life, and what kind of life to bring the music like this? So this is I do this documentary. Yes, it's very different point of view from the TV documentary 10 years ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Ho Jiran.
Thank you for coming. I really like it.
Otutan will be screened again on Sunday. Tell your friends to come. And tomorrow, the director of A Fish Out of Water will be here also, and together with Mr. Ho, after the film, we have a Q&A and a panel discussion with the two directors from Taiwan. Thank you again, and good night.
Thank you.